In the peaceful village of Amentia, there lived a young woman named Adana. She was kind, hardworking, and respected by many. At the age of 32, she was still unmarried. In her village, many people believed a woman's success was measured by marriage. Whenever there was a wedding, Adana would hear whispers behind her back. "Look at her," one woman would say. "All her mates are married with children." Another would laugh. Even during family gatherings, relatives would ask the same question. "Adana, when are we coming to eat your wedding rice?" She would smile politely, but their words hurt her deeply. Instead of arguing, Adana focused on her dreams. She loved farming and spent years learning modern agricultural methods. While others spent time gossiping, she attended seminars, read books, and worked tirelessly on her small piece of land. The villagers mocked her. "Can farming find you a husband? A woman belongs in a husband's house, not in the field." But Adana ignored them. Years passed. One season, a severe drought struck the village. Crops failed everywhere. Many families lost their harvest and struggled to feed themselves. However, Adana had learned water conservation techniques and built a simple irrigation system on her farm. While other farms dried up, hers remained green and productive. Soon, people traveled from neighboring villages to buy her vegetables and grains. Her small farm grew into a large agricultural business. She employed dozens of workers, including many of the same people who once laughed at her. One day, the village chief announced an important meeting. Everyone gathered in the town square. The chief stood and said, "Our village has survived this difficult year because of one person. Adana's farm provided food when others had none. She has also created jobs for many families." The crowd fell silent. The chief continued, "For her contribution, we are naming her the Village Development Ambassador." The same people who had mocked her began clapping. Some lowered their heads in shame. Then an elderly woman who had often criticized Adana stood up. With tears in her eyes, she said, "We judged you unfairly. We thought being unmarried meant you had failed. Today you have shown us that a person's worth is not determined by marriage, but by character, hard work, and the good they do for others." The crowd nodded in agreement. At that moment, Adana looked around the square. She remembered every insult, every laugh, and every painful comment. Yet she chose not to seek revenge. Instead, she smiled and said, "Life is not a race. Everyone has a different journey. Respect people for who they are, not for what you think they should be." The entire village erupted in applause. From that day forward, nobody mocked Adana again. They had once seen her as the single woman. Now they saw her as the woman who saved their village.
If you love this video, like and subscribe to this channel.